Hi, this is Mia. I don't know what happened to my video. But, I have no idea what happened. My video ended, so I don't know what you heard. What the heck? Oh, it's still uploading the one I changed the name. Shoot. So cancel. Oh my gosh. Alright, I lost the video and I have to go anyways. I have another video on the 23rd that I'm gonna post. I have no idea what it's about. And the video, I don't know what happened to, excuse me, this 113 megabytes, 11.3, what the heck? I don't know what happened. Okay, so let's change the name of the 23rd. I'm just gonna call it 1223. December 2020 check. Just to check in with Mia. If I can spell check. Today's my boyfriend's last day doing the driver helper, and he's not gonna do the Saturday work, so he's gonna get a nice 3-day weekend. I'm in lazy on quarantine. I don't even know. My thing could say I have to go to work today, probably. Literally. Oh shoot! These walls are so. Don't talk like that. Yeah, 25. It's Christmas Day. And I'm gonna make photocopies. So my goal today is to make photocopies of this stuff so that I can turn them in. And I'm gonna make, since I'm up, I'm gonna make some water. This is me and getting real. That's the, I can't remember that slogan. This is me and getting real with you. My life is a blur. I can't believe that the house I grew up in is in ashes. Christmas Eve, EMA after checking in about family fire. Oops. I can't believe I had to throw away plastic bottles. Shoot. Recycling stopped here. I threw away my glass bottles too. Perrier glass bottles. So sometimes that seems like good to store or reuse, but I'm trying to do Cotter, guys. I want to do eBay. I think I'm gonna do. Let me just finish I think I'm just going to do my 12-step meeting. I really need to share. I feel like I messed up in Al-Anon. They talked about concept 12, because it's the 12th month. I could not listen, and I just wanted to talk about this family fire, and one person was saying something about how I said use the principles, and I didn't even know what the concept was. She read some readings and had some keywords, and I got to go third, and so I felt horrible that I wasn't listening to this lady's story. And part of it was the TV was on. I said, go ahead and watch TV. I have the earbuds in, but I was like listening to TV. So I don't do like in the meeting where I sat down and crocheted, sip on some water. Also, spicy cat eat or drink to find out what. So I guess when he leaves, I'll take a walk before it starts raining, and then I'll come back and wrap the presents, and then I'll I should use this eBay tape, and then I'll just make sure I have an outfit to wear tomorrow for both jobs, and just since this job disappeared, they took away my I took off work 2 jobs to work the census, and they took away my cases, so that's done. I would have had another week to do the cases, so that really ticked me off, because I told them I was going to do them that weekend. And unfortunately, I was working 2 jobs. One is like 12 hours a day, and the other is like 4 plus an hour of driving minimum. Trying to work 16 hours a day and then drive 2 hours to a different state, and 1 hour to. There's nothing close by. So I was wanting to do it. I just didn't want to fall asleep at the wheel and think about my careless behavior working for them and COVID. So the karma part that I wanted to briefly speak about, which would be really brief, is it's not what goes around comes around. If my dad had bought these cars and or boats and or other toys, if grandma was saying that that money was supposed to go to us and he was able to spend, it's none of my business, but if the paperwork said it was supposed to go to us, we wondered if my dad was giving me money for a few years to as a guilt of having had received the money from my mom and not actually giving it to us. And he probably turned around and gave the money to my brother. They have everything. They make tons of money. They own the house, which is cheaper than buying or renting. But as I'm an adult, and it's not up to me. It's not up to them to take care of me. It's not up to any of my relatives. None of my relatives help me. They hear I'm homeless. They hear we can't pay rent. We hear that I'm trying to sell all my personal items. They don't. They don't even send a Christmas card. They don't, you know what I mean? They don't send anything. They don't PayPal me $10 to go put a third of a tank of gas in so I can go to a job interview. It's not their job, but they watch and they like the drama and they like to say, well, we make too much money to get a stimulus check. Well, we spend a bunch of money and lose thousands on the stock market every week. So it's like part of it's like they're bragging about how much they're throwing away. So I do have one relative that here and there will throw down a couple of dollars. And I'm very grateful, so God bless him. I help people when I can. I helped someone as a cash out game on Facebook. They gave me the money back. They're like, you got kids to take care of, dude. Like, you just think I'm out. I was trying to get that energy flowing. Like, if I'm sitting here begging for money and I just worked 2 hours for the census, like, yeah, I have rent to pay, but a couple months ago I was getting 0. I was getting negative income because I was keeping my business alive. I paid $377 for my Oregon medical license, by the way, which is one of the cheaper ones. And every 3 months I pay $500 for liability, malpractice insurance. Liability insurance is a separate bill. So that's just to keep the clinic bare minimum open, and then the rent and all that. That's just to be able to say I'm able to do my job. It's a negative income. It's horrible. Peace, guys. I love you. Happy Christmas Eve.